Number 10, Bad English, 1987. Bad English came from two bands, The Babies and Journey. Journey was also a supergroup with members from Santana, Steve Miller, and Frumious Bandersnatch. So Bad English is a supergroup inside a supergroup. They wanted to build a band on melody and strong songwriting. The debut album went platinum. Their single, When I See You Smile, hit number 1. Then the label pushed for more hits. The band felt the pressure. Rumors say fights in the studio were constant. Too many strong egos. They split after only 2 albums. Still, their sound is all over late 80s rock playlists. Emotional power ballads and hard rock all on one record. A short life, but a very loud one.
Number 9, Boy Genius, 2018. Boy Genius started as 3 solo artists who became friends. Phoebe Bridgers, Julian Baker, Lucy Dacus, all already respected on their own. They wrote songs together before a tour. They only planned 1 track. They came out with a full EP instead. It felt easy. They later released the record. Critics loved it. Awards followed. Phoebe Bridgers said, "This is the time we finally get to be around each other, so we are going to enjoy it." The name is a playful jab at men who think they are a boy genius. They copy old rock images on purpose, like the Crosby, Stills, and Nash sofa photo. Their shows feel like group therapy and rock concert in one. A modern supergroup built on friendship, not ego.
Number 8, The Highwaymen, 1985. The Highwaymen first recorded the song Highwaymen, 4 voices on 1 track. Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson. The first album was credited to their 4 names, no band name yet. After the song Highwayman hit number 1, people started using the name, so the group became The Highwaymen. Waylon Jennings once said that being in the group felt like being part of a monument. They were the heroes of outlaw country, all on one stage. They made 3 studio albums together. Highwaymen, Highwaymen 2, The Road Goes On Forever. Rumors say the backstage card games were almost as serious as the shows. Whiskey, stories, jokes about who would forget lyrics first. They looked like legends. They also sounded like a last stand for classic country.
Number 7, Temple of the Dog came from Loss. Andrew Wood, the singer of Mother Love Bone. He died in 1990. His friend Chris Cornell from Soundgarden wrote songs to honor him. Cornell said he needed to say goodbye in the only way he knew. He asked Stone Gossard and Jeff Ament from Mother Love Bone to join. At the same time, Stone and Jeff were building a new group. That group would soon become Pearl Jam. So Temple of the Dog was really 3 bands in one. Soundgarden, Mother Love Bone, and the band that would become Pearl Jam. Eddie Vedder is also present on the album. He sang on Hunger Strike. Eddie hardly knew Stone and Jeff at the time. He had met them only days earlier after sending his first demo tape from San Diego. The self-titled album came out in 1991. At first it sold little, but after Pearl Jam and Soundgarden became big, the record was rediscovered. It became a cult classic. Temple of the Dog is one of the most honest projects in rock, a supergroup born from grief and from love between friends.
Number 6, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Emerson, Lake and Palmer formed in 1970. Keith Emerson left The Nice. Greg Lake left King Crimson. Carl Palmer came from Atomic Rooster. They wanted rock that felt as big as classical music. Huge organs, long pieces, sudden tempo changes. Emerson said he liked music that filled the imagination. On stage, he stabbed knives into his Hammond organ to hold notes. He used massive synthesizers that looked like a spaceship. They turned classical works like pictures at an exhibition into rock shows. Some fans were blown away. Others said it was too much, too long, too proud. But ELP sold millions and filled arenas. They became the symbol of prog rock excess, a supergroup that tried to push rock to its technical limit.
Number 5. Blind Faith. Blind Faith formed in 1969. Eric Clapton and Ginger Baker had ended Cream. Steve Winwood left Traffic. Rick Gretsch left Family. They started as informal jams at Winwood's home. Soon there was talk of a new band. The press called them a supergroup before the first show. Expectations were crazy. They made only one album. It went to number 1 in the United Kingdom and the United States. Cannot Find My Way Home and Presence of the Lord became classics. Slow, spiritual. The tour was messy. Some shows felt under-rehearsed. Some fans just wanted Cream songs. Rumors say Clapton already wanted out while they were still touring. Too much hype. Too little real band time. Blind Faith burned out fast. But their one album still feels like a lost chapter in rock history.
Number 4. Bad Company, 1973. Paul Rodgers and Simon Kirke left Free. Mick Ralphs left Mott the Hoople. Boz Burrell had played with King Crimson. They signed to Led Zeppelin's Swan Song label, rock giants backing a new rock band. Rodgers has said they wanted simple songs that hit hard, blues-based, straight to the point. Their debut album, Bad Company, went to number 1 in the United States. Cannot Get Enough became a huge hit. Rumors claim Zeppelin pushed radio and promoters for them, but it also helped that Rodgers' voice sounded like pure rock authority. Unlike many supergroups, Bad Company lasted for years. They kept scoring hits through the 70s. Songs like Feel Like Makin' Love and Shooting Star became classic rock radio anthems. They proved a supergroup can be simple and still timeless.
Number 3. Traveling Wilburys, 1988. Rumors say this whole band started with a borrowed guitar. In 1988, George Harrison needed a B-side for the single This Is Love. He was working with Jeff Lynne. He needed a guitar, so he went to Tom Petty's place to pick one up. They still needed a place to record. Bob Dylan offered his home studio. Roy Orbison was around and joined too. They recorded Handle with Care in one afternoon. Harrison later said they made the song before they realized the band existed. The label thought the song was too good for a B-side, so they made an album. That album was Traveling Wilburys Volume 1. In 1990, they made their second album, Traveling Wilburys Volume 3. Tom Petty said, "It was a bunch of friends that just happened to be really good at making music." Roy Orbison died of a heart attack on the 6th of December 1988, less than 2 months after Volume 1 was released. In later videos, his empty rocking chair stands in his place when his voice comes in. The Wilburys feel like a miracle that did not last long enough. 2 albums, endless stories, a supergroup that actually sounded like fun.
Number 2. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, 1969. Crosby, Stills, and Nash began as a trio. David Crosby came from the Byrds, Stephen Stills from Buffalo Springfield, Graham Nash from the Hollies. When Neil Young joined in 1969, everything changed. The sound became louder, rougher, more intense. Young brought power, but also tension. As CSN, the trio made many albums on their own: soft harmonies, acoustic guitars, classic California folk rock. They worked as a steady group when Young was gone. But Young returned from time to time, sometimes with no warning. When he came back, the band suddenly had new energy, stronger songs, more edge, less control. Their second show ever was at Woodstock. Stephen Stills told the crowd they were scared shitless. As CSNY, they made 3 studio albums: Deja Vu in 1970, American Dream in 1988, and Looking Forward in 1999. Deja Vu became a classic, but it was not easy to make. Stephen Stills said the recording process was like pulling teeth. The drama came from personality clashes. Neil Young liked to work alone. He valued freedom. He said in interviews that he was not a full member of the group, only joining when it felt right for him. Young sometimes left tours or studio sessions with little explanation. This frustrated the others. Crosby struggled with drugs. Stills and Young often fought over control. Nash tried to keep peace, but even he grew tired at times. Still, when all four came together, something powerful happened. The harmonies became huge, the emotions deeper, the music heavier. Songs like Ohio, Helpless, and Country Girl showed what they could do when the chaos turned into creativity. Crosby, Stills, and Nash kept the harmony alive. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young brought the storm. Together they became the blueprint for every singer-songwriter supergroup that followed.
Number 1. Cream. Cream formed in 1966 in London. Eric Clapton left John Mayall's Blues Breakers. Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker had played together in the Graham Bond organization. They chose the name Cream because they saw themselves as the cream of the crop, the best players from the British blues scene. And in many ways they were. They were one of the first rock supergroups, 3 already famous players in one band. Blues, jazz, and psychedelic rock mixed into long jams. Clapton's guitar, Bruce's voice and bass, Baker's wild drums. White Room and Sunshine of Your Love became classics. Sunshine of Your Love changed guitar rock forever because it introduced the first truly heavy riff and a new, powerful guitar tone that shaped everything from Led Zeppelin to early metal. Their live shows became legends. People said it felt like 3 musicians fighting and creating at the same time. They sold millions, but lasted only about 2 years. Constant clashes between Bruce and Baker made the band unstable. They said goodbye with huge shows at the Royal Albert Hall. Then they were done. Every later supergroup owes them something. The idea that 3 stars could form one new band. Cream did it first. When Cream broke up, Clapton was only 23 years old. Bruce was 25. Baker was 29. They were still young, but had already changed rock history. Cream stands at number 1 for us, because no other supergroup shaped the future of rock so deeply in such a short time. They showed the world what 3 elite musicians could do when they pushed every limit at once. Thank you for watching. We are the Boys Next Door. We talk music.
Like and subscribe for more top 10s and other music videos.